Millions achieve success, accolades, the things they've always dreamed of. Yet a secret gnaws at them, a persistent fear that it's all a fluke, that any moment they'll be exposed. Sound familiar? You've worked hard, you've achieved incredible things, but deep down, do you ever feel like you're just faking it? Like you're one step away from everyone realizing you're not as capable as they think? You're not alone. That nagging feeling of being a fraud, it's more common than you think. In fact, studies suggest a significant majority of us grapple with it. Today we're pulling back the curtain on imposter syndrome. Now let's dive deeper into understanding this pervasive phenomenon. Trendsetters, welcome back to Trendxy, your compass for navigating the multifaceted journey of successful living. Today, we're venturing into a psychological landscape that's surprisingly common, yet often shrouded in silent imposter syndrome. We touched on the surface of imposter syndrome before, that nagging feeling of being a fraud despite evidence to the contrary, but let's really unpack this complex experience. It's not just fleeting self-doubt. It's a persistent, often debilitating pattern of thought that can significantly impact our mental well-being and our ability to fully embrace our achievements. Think of imposter syndrome as a deeply ingrained narrative we tell ourselves. It's a story where our successes are attributed to external factors, luck, charm, being in the right place at the right time, while our perceived failures are seen as definitive proof of our inadequacy. This isn't just about being humble or having a bad day. Imposter syndrome operates on a deeper level, often fueling anxiety and even depression. The constant fear of exposure can lead to 1. Chronic anxiety and stress. The mental energy spent trying to avoid being found out can be exhausting and lead to significant stress. 2. Burnout driven by the need to overcompensate and prove themselves. Individuals with imposter syndrome often push themselves to unsustainable levels. 3. Procrastination or over-preparation. Fear of failure can manifest as either avoiding tasks altogether or spending excessive time preparing to ensure absolute perfection, which is often unattainable. 4. Difficulty enjoying success. Even when achievements occur, the underlying fear prevents true satisfaction and can lead to a constant cycle of needing the next validation. 5. Lowered self-esteem. The persistent internal criticism erodes self-worth over time. It's fascinating to note that imposter syndrome doesn't discriminate. It can affect high achievers across all walks of life, from CEOs and academics to artists and entrepreneurs. In fact, sometimes the more successful someone appears externally, the more intensely they might be battling these internal doubts. Let's delve deeper into the why. We touched on some contributing factors, but the interplay is often more nuanced. Early life experiences, expanding on family dynamics. Perhaps there were conditional expressions of love or praise where approval was tied to achievement, or maybe siblings were constantly compared, fostering a sense of inadequacy. Even seemingly well-intentioned pressure to excel can inadvertently contribute. There are societal and cultural influences beyond social media. Our meritocratic societies often emphasize individual achievement, creating an environment where failure can feel deeply personal and shameful. Cultural norms around humility can also inadvertently make it difficult to internalize praise. Stereotypes and underrepresentation. Individuals from marginalized groups may experience imposter syndrome more acutely due to societal biases and a feeling of needing to constantly prove their worth in environments where they are underrepresented. This adds an extra layer of complexity to their internal struggles. The nature of expertise. Interestingly, as we become more knowledgeable in a field, we may also become more aware of what we don't know, which can paradoxically trigger feelings of being an imposter compared to perceived true experts. This is sometimes referred to as the Dunning-Kruger effect in reverse. Now, let's move beyond just coping and explore more profound ways to mentally navigate and even challenge the roots of imposter syndrome. It's about shifting that internal narrative, Here's how we can go deeper. Deconstructing your successes beyond a journal. Instead of just listing achievements, actively analyze how you achieved them. What skills, strengths, and strategies did you employ? This helps you internalize your agency in your successes. Identifying your imposter voice. Pay close attention to the specific language and tone of your self-doubt. Recognizing this internal critic as a separate entity can help you detach from its messages and challenge its validity more objectively. Reframing perfectionism as fear. Often the drive for unattainable perfection stems from a fear of judgment. Recognizing this underlying fear can help you adopt more realistic and compassionate standards for yourself. Embracing vulnerability and learning from failure. Shift the perception of mistakes from catastrophic failures to invaluable learning opportunities. Sharing vulnerabilities can also foster deeper connections and normalize imperfection. Seeking mentorship and diverse perspectives. Talking to mentors who have navigated similar challenges can provide invaluable insights and validation. Seeking feedback from diverse sources can also offer a more balanced view of your capabilities. Practicing mindfulness and self-awareness. Cultivating present moment. Awareness can help you identify imposter thoughts as they arise, allowing you to address them before they escalate. Challenging comparisons. Consciously resist the urge to compare yourself to others, especially on social media. Remember that everyone presents a curated version of their reality. Focus on your own unique journey and growth. Celebrating small wins. Acknowledge and appreciate even minor accomplishments. This helps build a stronger foundation of self-belief over time. Therapy and professional support. If imposter syndrome is significantly impacting your mental health and daily life, seeking guidance from a therapist or counselor can provide tailored strategies and support for deeper healing. Overcoming imposter syndrome isn't about magically silencing that inner critic. It's about learning to recognize its voice, understand its origins, and consciously choose to challenge its narrative with a more balanced and truthful perspective of your abilities and worth. It's about building a stronger sense of self-compassion and internal validation. Remember, your journey to success is unique and valuable. Embrace your strengths, learn from your challenges, and trust in your capabilities. You are not a fraud, you're on a path of growth and achievement. So, trendsetters, what deeper insights resonated with you today? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's continue this important conversation. If you found this deeper dive valuable, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Trendxy for more in-depth explorations of successful living.